in the news TV daily. Lil Reese, we got some new information about Lil Reese, the rapper from Chicago. Now, the person who allegedly hit up Lil Reese's Jeep Cherokee is about to get locked up any minute now. Now, the rapper says he is actively praying that his voice comes back, and he's so hungry to get into music that he recorded a song that has nothing but him whispering on the track. And he guarantees this song is one of the best songs he's ever released. We got new news. This time it's about Lil Reese. And to catch everyone up to speed about what's going on, get into it and we talk about it. Now let's get this video to 2,000 likes. Liking the video is definitely free, so make sure you like the video and get in the comments below. Now, a lot of people just press that like button. That's cool, but I really want to know how you feel about the comments or how you feel about another person's comments. So make sure you create an account. If you don't, it's free, so make sure you sign up and you can comment. So let's get this video to 2,000 likes and 2,000 comments. I know we can do it. Now, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end and watching all of my videos. I really appreciate it. Now, let's get into the news. So it looks like Lil Reese is living a grateful life right now, and he's living a humble life, to say the least. Now, the Chicago rapper is still looking around and searching for that $1 million that he's looking for to get from any media company who is looking to hear the story from Lil Reese himself, to hear from the horse's mouth. So according to the sources, Vlad, who is a leading entertainment or journalist on YouTube, or at least the urban world with music, told Lil Reese that he wouldn't even pay Reese $10,000 to get the rapper sitting down for an interview. So everyone and their mama basically wants to know the story about what happened with Lil Reese. And now it seems like the authorities in that area are actually getting that money and using the taxpaying dollars to solve the case. Now, they're getting the answers that everyone wants to know. They want to know who did it, why they did it, and according to them, they know exactly what happened. Now, for you guys who don't know, Lil Reese is definitely from Chicago. He lives by that code of no snitching, no telling. So we really don't know what happened. All we know is Lil Reese got hit, he was in the hospital, and he's released, and he can't speak. That's all we know right now. So now they are saying that a person of interest has been identified in the incident involving Lil Reese, which happened earlier this month in Country Hills neighborhood, or the suburbs of Chicago. Now, according to the news sources, now the public safety director of Country Hill Clubs, his name is William Brown, said in a press conference in a statement that was actually issued Monday, it says the investigators are waiting for the issuance of a warrant for the individual who is responsible or allegedly responsible for hitting up Lil Reese in traffic. Now, they also have found the car that was involved in this incident. Now, just to catch everyone up, I know some people haven't heard about this. The incident actually happened on camera, and it looks like a traffic camera actually caught the whole situation going down. So they have the actual person that's letting off on the Jeep. They have it, a picture of it, and they have footage of it. So now Lil Reese was hit November 11th near 167th Street and Pulaski Road. Now, the authorities arrived and responded to the reports around 2:30 p.m. that day, and when they got to the scene, they found Lil Reese's empty car. Now, Reese was identified all over social media. People were saying, "Pass, he's gone too soon, RIP," and basically it was kind of a limbo. It was maybe 4 to 8 hours. People didn't know what was going on. According to the reports, Reese was transported to the South Suburban Medical Center. Now, right before the incident happened, Lil Durk, or after the situation happened, Lil Durk had to go on his social media, and he said this. He says, "Reese was good." Now, following the incident, Reese was indeed still in critical condition. So people were so worried. They were saying all news is bad news, and some people were saying no news is good news, because no one was hearing from Lil Reese until he magically appeared on his social media a few days after. And of course, everyone heard about it. He was playing John B. Don't listen to what people say. Now, a few days after, he went on his social media and posted his neck, actually posted a picture of his neck from the incident, and he put a caption, and he said this. He says, "Made for it, lifespan's a gamble, and good luck." So it seems like Lil Reese is definitely keeping that positive attitude, despite revealing to the world that it could take up to 2 months before he can speak again. Now, they are saying Lil Reese has recorded a song which is called 16 Shots. Now, he posted it on his page saying this. He said, "I did a song last night called 16 Shots. Y'all know I can't talk right now. Fire track I'll whisper on." Now, one thing about this whole situation that I'm really worried about with Lil Reese, he can't speak at all. He can only whisper. But what happens when he can come back? Is he going to be able to rap? I mean, we're talking about speaking. Of course you can speak, but with rapping, you gotta have some type of vocal cords. You gotta be able to all the type. All it's not just talking. Like rapping is more an art form. So do you think Lil Reese will be able to bounce back and be able to give the energy? Just a quick back note, just like 50 Cent, he was hit 9 times once in the mouth. His voice changed and it changed for the better, but I'm sure it's a lot of people out here that have been hit in the neck or maybe the mouth that can't even talk the same or even have the energy to speak the same. So let me know in the comments, how do you feel about that? But man, we did go onto his Twitter to speak a little bit more about it. Since the incident happened, he says that he wakes up every morning at 6 a.m. to check to see if his voice comes back, and he always prays that it comes back overnight. Now, the doctors are telling him around 2 to 4 months, but at the end of the day, you really don't know how your body's going to react. He might not even get his voice back, and if he gets it back, he might not be able to rap. So let me know in the comments, create an account if you don't have one. How do you feel about this situation? Do you think this was all karma? Do you think this all was meant to be? Lil Reese, do you think he was a little bit too reckless? Did you think he talked too much? That's the reason for the throw, or do you think it was just a coincidence, wrong place, wrong time, or it is what it is, it just happened to hit his neck? Let me know in the comments. Now, Lil Reese did release a song, and it's called Come Outside, which was released after he got out the medical center. Now, keep in mind, this song was recorded before, of course, but the video has over 600,000 views on YouTube. He did go on to speak about the whole situation when it happened. Now, he went on his Twitter. Like, it seems like the Twitter has all of the up-to-date information, Lil Reese. I mean, he doesn't have a voice right now per se, so he has to go on his Twitter to, let his frustrations out or let his message out, because he really can't put it into the music currently because he can't speak, of course. Now, he says this. He says, I would have been, if I would have stayed and waited for the ambulance to come, I wouldn't be here right now. Something was telling me to get up and go, which is great to hear. You always got to listen to your conscience. So he said if he would have stayed, there would be no Lil Reese. So I'm glad he got up, he got saved. Allegedly someone drove him. He was going from car to car to get some help. People were ignoring him, and basically one guy helped him out and took him to the medical center, and he was transported to another medical center that could help him. Next thing you know, he's on social media on the live. Now, let me know, how do you feel about this? Comment below. Do you think Lil Reese is holding out? Do you think he will get signed to a major label? Me personally, I honestly, if I had the funds or the money to actually sign Lil Reese, let's say I ran Homeboy Records and I was offering him $250,000 to sign, I would definitely look for Lil Reese, because you got to think, Lil Reese, man, he is scorching hot and people want to know what happened. Now, he has that whole stigma of being the Reaper of Chicago. Now, it just makes it worse because now he survived it, and people, it's gonna be crazy once the situation pans out. Now, it's just because Lil Reese can't speak, but once Lil Reese speaks, it's different between texting on social media and actually speaking. Once he's able to speak or go on social media live and talk about the situation, this is when his star power is going to really up and go up out of here. So a lot of people in the comments, or a lot of people on social media, were saying that Lil Reese should definitely move from Chicago. Where would he go? If you were Lil Reese and you were somebody that knew Lil Reese, where would you suggest for him to go? Would you say LA with Chief Keef, Atlanta with Lil Durk, maybe New York with some other rappers, maybe Miami, Texas? What would you offer or give advice to Lil Reese to do? Me personally, I would tell him to move out. I would tell him to move to Miami, because he's always down in Miami. Move to Miami for a couple months, maybe till the summer's up. Go back, get your life together, spend time with your kids if you have any, and pretty much keep it moving. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this situation, man? They found the guy, so I'm not snitching. They say they found him, but they're pretty much waiting for a warrant and, to get them arrested. Now, if you guys don't know, basically a warrant, they have to go through evidence and have, all of this stuff. So basically they have the car, they know exactly who did it. Now they're just waiting for the judge to sign off on it. Now, who do you think did it? A lot of people were saying it's a rival rapper. A lot of people were saying the street. Who do you think is responsible for this, man? Because once the news hit, it's coming out. It'll probably be out as soon as you're watching this video, so I will have another video before that. But who do you think did it? And after that, do you think Lil Reese cares that that person got locked up or is going to get locked up? Or do you think Lil Reese wanted that person to stay free so he can handle the situation? How do you think Lil Reese's people feel about that? Let me know in the comments, man. I have another video coming out tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe with the bell notifications on, because when I post, it is sporadic. And I have a new channel. It's called Too Rich for Regular, and it's pretty much like a life and times of your favorite celebrities, social media, actors, all of the people, and it's pretty much we're talking about money, houses, clothes. So it's a real fun channel. So make sure you subscribe. It'll be the first actual link in the comments below, and I'll put it in my description box as well. And thanks so much for getting to this video. Make sure you hit 2,000 likes. Press the button. It's free. And get in the comments below. I'm in the news with it, and I'll catch you on the next one.